Shalom, 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 and greetings, and welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV, one of the number one platforms where what? That's right, where you don't get no paid media. Now, family, I have been having some issues with this audio. Make sure I got all this together. Yeah, see, I don't know why this is. All right, but anyway, if it start echoing, you guys just let me know. But I'm not sure why. For some reason, it be echoing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to work on that. But anyway, you guys see the title, right? Okay. Today we got to talk about the fix. What's going on in this young Dolph case? Over the weekend, there was a whole lot of stuff that was going on. So we saw that the courts granted straight drop this motion, okay, which we're going to go over. And I'm going to be breaking down and explaining to you what's going on in this Dolph case and why they granted this motion and what the courts of Memphis is really doing. You know, it's sad that these people just can't do their job. And they got all this underhanded stuff that's going on in this case. Okay. One judge has already been removed off the case, whole new jury, all this dog and pony show. Okay. Then we got Hernandez Govan, okay, the mastermind, doing interviews. Okay. So I heard about the interview was going to be done, and they went on along ahead and did this interview, right? And it's crazy. But tomorrow, make sure you guys are tuned in tomorrow. We're going to deal with Hernandez Govan, and we're going to dissect that interview that he did with Stan G, right? Because here's the deal. This guy is supposed to be the led's mastermind, but now he's doing interviews. And they think they slick. I'm busting it wide open. Okay. Now, the first thing that I want to get to, well, before we get into this, the giveaway, the 20,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to do that at the end of this month. Okay. Make sure that you guys are subscribed, of course, to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed on Instagram. And I want you guys to be subscribed to our newsletter. There's some things going on with the website, so it's going to be down. If I don't get that back up before the end of the month, we're still going to do the giveaway. Okay, so just make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to the Instagram, right? And all you got to do is all you guys got to do is, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, so right here, let me see. Let's get this shared. So right here, family, this is the Instagram. If you guys haven't been on, all you got to do is go down in the description box, click on the link, and go over to Instagram, look us up, Israelite Talk TV. So make sure you guys are subscribed in there. This is all that's needed to enter into the giveaway. And we're going to do the giveaway live on Instagram, not Instagram, but live on YouTube and probably Instagram too. I'll be live over there. But we're going to do the giveaway at the end of the month. Okay. It's going to be I'm giving away 3 prizes. It's going to be a number 1 spot, a number 2 spot, and a number 3 spot. Okay. And I will, the last week of this month, I'm going to let you know what those giveaways are going to be. Okay. So now let's get into this thing. So now, family, this young Dolph case is heating up, right? Now, I want you guys to pay attention to something, because Memphis News, for some reason, they know I'm on their trail. And for some odd reason, they hit the channel last week, right? What are you talking about, Big Light? Oh man, I'm on them. I'm on their trail, fam. Now listen. So if you guys go look, right, this is the video that I did, right, the other day, speaking about how Straight Drop and Cornelius have been the fall guys from the beginning. Now, if you guys look right here, look at all of this stuff that Memphis News wanted me to trim out of the video. Okay, from 37. Okay, so if you guys go watch that video that I did, that live, from the 37 mark all the way to the 55-minute mark, I had to trim that out of the video. Okay. So this is why I tell you guys to make sure that you guys are subscribed to me over there on Rumble, because on Rumble, they're not having me to go back and trim these things out. See, when you guys are watching these videos and you see certain things are trimmed out, it's because they're hitting the channel. So why would the news now, the video in question that they hit me on was this video right here. And this is the video that I went through in the live, but it's this video exactly right here. And let me remove this so you guys can see it. Jamarcus Johnson, suspect in young Dolph case, pleads guilty to accessory after the fact. Okay. Now, why did they hit the channel? Because they know that I have caught I have caught the Memphis police department, the district attorney, all these people are tied in together. And I'm finna break it down and make it make sense to you guys. And so when I expose what they said in this video with Jamarcus Johnson, they hit the channel. So why would they hit the channel on something that is public news stuff that these people put out? They wanted me to remove this section. And I'm going back to that section again to show you why they wanted me to remove that section. Okay. Now, let me see. Is that pulled up? Okay. So this is the video, like I said, and we're going to go back and put eyes on this video again. They can hit the channel again. I don't care, because what I'm going to do is, you guys make sure you guys are subscribed on Rumble. On Rumble, the full videos will be there. If they hit the channel, so I got to remove something, I'm just going to remove it out of there. You guys can go over there, watch the full video. But why did they want me to remove this part out of the video that they put out, right? It's because it's exposing the corruption that's going on in this young Dolph case. Okay. Now, family, let me ask you guys a question, right? So let's listen to this, right? Let's listen to this. And we're getting ready to get into this, right? So this is what they put out just the other day, right? Judge grants Justin Johnson outside jury in young Dolph trial. Okay, let's play that. Let's put ears on that.
Before taking a seat behind his defense attorney, followed by a handshake, as he's hoping he'll get a fair shake at freedom with jurors from outside Shelby County.
That's what we felt was necessary in this case to ensure Mr. Johnson's right to a fair trial.
It was 1 week ago when defense attorney Luke Evans stood before Judge Jennifer Johnson Mitchell, requesting to keep the trial in Shelby County, but to bring in an outside jury. Friday, Judge Mitchell announced the court's ruling.
This court will grant a change of venue. This matter will be heard in Shelby County, but this court will select a jury from another Tennessee county to hear this matter.
A small victory for the defense in what they know is a case that has garnered a lot of attention, as Johnson is charged with the murder of rapper Young Dolph in 2021.
When we're talking about certain jurors that could potentially qualify to be on the jury, we need to know if they've heard about it. And if we find that information out, then we'll, the court, myself, and the state will be asking them questions to investigate what they've heard.
The judge's ruling did not come as a complete surprise for the state.
This isn't even a roadblock or anything like this. It just means for a couple days we'll go somewhere and get your citizens and bring them back here and ask them to do the right thing.
Friday's hearing.
So, family,
ended much like it started, with Johnson again being escorted. Assistant DA Hagerman says the judge's decision will not be a barrier. As for defense attorney Evans,
now let's stop right here. Let's just stop. We done heard a lot. We done heard enough of this madness, right? Now, why did the judge grant this motion that they could have been did at the beginning of this whole trial? You know why they granted this motion? It's because they're trying to buy time. They're trying to buy time. Because they're not ready to go to trial right now, because they know they have to put people in these different places where they know they're going to need bodies at. And see, this is why they're saying, oh, well, it's not a big deal for the defense, this and that, because now you got to go find another county. This is going to be more time, family. Why? Because they need Hernandez Govan to deliver something that he cannot deliver. Okay? Now, family, ask yourself this, right? Now, the courts is going, they granted them to have an outside jury, right? They granted them this, right? But yet Hernandez Govan is doing interviews online about the case, right? He's out, he's the mastermind, right? Okay. Now this is what now this is where stuff get tricky at, right? Now I want you guys to listen to something. Okay. I want you guys to listen to something. Okay. Because this is all they're doing. They're buying time. They know that by them going to, they gotta find out what county they're gonna decide to get these people from. And then once they get to find out where they're getting these people from, then they gotta re-interview these people and do all of this stuff. And it's just buying time because they're not ready to go to trial. See, straight dropping them should have just been fast and speedy. Fast and speedy, let's get up out of here. Let's get this done. They're not ready to go to trial. They're going to make so many mistakes because they got to put people in places they cannot put them. But they did not go fast and speedy. They want to hold us up in court with all of these motions because it buys the state time. This is all this is, all of these nothing motion. And I'm getting ready to prove to you why it doesn't even matter what county they go get the people from. Okay. But I want to we getting ready to walk them down, right? Because the reason why they doing these interviews is because of Israelite Talk TV. Hernandez Govan did that interview and he just stupid. Listen, family, I watch this stuff, man. I'm coming to people are like, well, why did he do this? What is it? Because Israelite Talk TV got them boys in their bag, and he should have never did that interview because he confirmed some things. This is why they tell you to plead the fifth. This is why you never speak on this stuff, because once you start confirming things, even in silence, you're confirming things. And this is why you don't do this type of stuff whenever you got cases going on, because when you got people, especially people like me, you know what I'm saying, that's on your ass, you're not getting away. You know what I'm saying? This dude sat down and did this. Man, y'all wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow, right? Because it's finna get deeper. I'm finna get deeper and deeper in Hernandez Govan. I'm finna get in his ass. I'm not family. Listen to this, right? Listen to this. Now, this guy right here, okay, is the district attorney. Listen to this guy, right? Listen to him. Listen what he had to say here.
Attorney Steve Mulroy says Govan asked for young Dolph to be murdered.
Mr. Govan has
Now
been
let's stop. Let me back that up, okay? Now this is what the DA is saying. Listen what he says, right?
To be murdered.
Mr. Govan has been indicted and is in custody for being involved in the young Dolph murder. He played the role of the person who solicited the murder.
The indictment coming.
So this is the prosecutor that's saying that Hernandez Govan is the one who solicited the murder. Okay. They're saying he's the mastermind. He's the one did this and that. Now listen to this, right? Because this is how we track down and we walk down the lies. Okay. Just because they're saying something on the news don't mean that what they're saying is accurate. Okay. Now listen to him right here. Okay. Listen to this. Let's get this pulled up. And now let's listen to his tone on here.
Govan is the man the DA first said solicited the killing of rapper Young Dolph in 2021. Now the DA says investigators have learned more information in his case.
So now so since Hernandez Govan has been locked up, now all of a sudden they have learned more in the case. Now, who is this coming from? It has to be coming from Hernandez Govan. Because why not the people that told him in the beginning that got him locked up, why didn't they just tell him all of this information that the prosecutor claimed they had when they initially arrested Hernandez Govan? Now listen to what this guy's getting ready to say here.
We've come into some information about Mr. Govan's role and medical conditions that make us
look at him. He can't even look in the camera.
The best resolution in order to get justice for the case.
So
listen to this, family. Listen.
Best resolution.
Listen what he's saying.
Role and medical conditions that we've come into some information about Mr. Govan's role and medical conditions that make us think that this is the best resolution in order to get justice for the case.
So at the end of the day, the court cited safety and medical concerns as two of the reasons for the bond. That case is set to continue July 13th.
Now listen, now family, this is what I want you guys to understand. Now, this is where the confusion come in at, and this is how we track down the lies. See, when they got that bond for Hernandez Govan, that prosecutor said out his mouth that the family agreed for Hernandez Govan to be released, right? That's what they said. But let's listen to what Mia J said. See, I'm running and I'm walking down the lies. Now, listen to what Mia J said right here, okay?
I'm just saying you speak out about the criminal case. And you said that you've had some frustrations. You've been advocating for a fair trial. What do you mean? When you say a fair trial?
So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. Obviously, I can't say. But the thing is that each victim they have it's a victim's bill of rights, right? And you're supposed to communicate with them. You're supposed to update them. It's been things that like I've been updated via the and it's just a form of disrespect that I felt like. Why should I get on the internet and see anything there first? And I just feel like the courtesy let us know. It's been things that just the way. I feel like the family was being handled just as when they do give us updates. And we're like, oh, we don't like how that, that sound kind of right. Like, low bond like that. And it's like, well, this is what we doing. And I've talked to other people consulting with other attorneys and former U.S. attorneys. And they're like, well, your voice should be heard. Like, if it's something that you guys are not really liking and it doesn't sit well, like, have they tried to talk to you guys about meeting in a better common ground, presenting different types of terms? Like, oh, it's pretty much like, this is what it is. You like it. This what we doing. And
so let's start right there. Let's start right there. So when all the people said that Mia J agreed for him to be let out of jail, what she just tell you? This low ass bond, this woo. Well, this is what we doing. This is what it is. So this is the prosecutor lying when they say the family agreed to this. You just heard it out the woman's mouth. It's on the Breakfast Club. She telling you. This is why she's coming with this movement, Justice for Dolph. That prosecutor, that district attorney, he's a damn liar. And they know that they working deals behind the scene. Oh, well, the family agreed to it. We feel like this was the best thing. No, you worked that deal. The family wasn't cool with that low-ass bond. You worked that. We just heard from Mia J mouth that low ass bond. Well, basically, this is what we doing. This is what it is. So this lets you know that the fix is in. The family ain't agreed to that stuff. They basically told the family, this is what we're doing. Now, mind you, they say that Hernandez Govan is the mastermind. The same dude that's saying he's the mastermind. And now they said, well, the reason why we let him go is because we learned what new information could they have figured out that's going to allow them to be removed, for him to get bond and get out of there. Why not let all these other people get bond? Because if his role is not that serious, why are y'all calling him the mastermind? The fix is in. Now, this new judge they got, Jennifer, right? This is the one they ushered in after. See, Judge Coffey, listen to this, fam. This is madness, right? And like I said, we're going to talk about Hernandez Govan tomorrow, but these are the things that you guys need to know and understand in regards to Hernandez Govan, right? Now, listen to this, because what I'm finna do now is I'm finna play the video, because at first y'all got to remember, Judge Coffey was seeing the case, right? So a few months ago, he removed himself off of the case. Why did Judge Coffey remove himself off the case? Because he knows that the fix is in. What are you talking about, Big Light? Let's listen to now I want you guys to listen to Judge Coffey, right? And this is the reason why they're saying that he removed himself off of this case, right? Just listen to this, right?
Mr. Hernandez, I'm going to set this case on September 21st. It's 5 weeks from today. Yes, sir. Okay. Ms. Taylor submitted to the court a progress letter regarding your conditions of your bond and efforts that she's making to supervise you. I gave a copy of that to Mr. Dorman's bond. She had given this about 2 weeks ago because she had some concerns. She's indicated that you're asking for
Listen, family.
Conditions on your bond, that you want some of the restrictions removed or want some of them lessened. And every time we come to the court, Mr. Govan will get this request and says Mr. Govan is asking for other things. At first, it started with you wanted to go clothes shopping. I think my response was you have Amazon.com to deliver your clothing. You also want to go grocery shopping. I told you to call Kroger and they'll deliver your food to your house. And I also got an answer, got a request that indicates that perhaps you want to be given the same consideration of some other folks and that you think that you want to be permitted.
Let's pause this for a minute, family. Now remember, we just heard the prosecutor say what? Well, we think that what? Let's let the prosecutor speak, man. Because I don't want to put words in these people's mouths, right? But we got to keep it a sleeve though, right? Okay, we got to keep it a sleeve though, right? Whenever we dealing with this type of stuff, right? What did the prosecutor just say, fam? What did he just say here? Let's get this guy added back on, get him back in the queue. Listen to what he says.
We've come into some information about Mr. Govan's role and medical conditions that make us think that this is the best resolution in order to get justice for the case.
So
right here, they said that so what he said is that the reason for the bond, first and foremost, is because they received new information, basically saying, so what new information do you have if he's the mastermind? Oh, well, it wasn't him, it was somebody else. Well, who was the people that it was? This is why he's out on bond. Now, the other day when he did the video with Stan G, he spoke about, because Stan G asked him, well, how you feel people saying you the police? Woo, woo, woo. And he like, well, it don't matter this and that. And the reason why he's saying that is because, first off, he know that this is not the old days. This is not, if you snitch, people gonna look at you, this and that. He knows that the people that he's told on or whatever the case may be in these cases that, the previous case, whatever the case may be, he know they got a step. Now, Hernandez Govan is a stepper now, you know what I'm saying? But he's a rat too, okay? And I'm getting ready to explain and show it to you. See, it doesn't matter if you in the city of in Memphis or not. The law is the law. You see what I'm saying? The law is the law. Whenever the law is being bended, that means there's something that's going on, as I'm getting ready to show you right now. Because, see, Hernandez Govan should be locked back up for violating his bond conditions because he's been taking trips and stuff like that. But there's something I want you guys to hear on here that's getting ready to mess y'all mind up, right? Check this out. Just listen. Listen to what he's saying here.
To go to work full time. Mr. Govan, you're on bond because all parties agreed to that. Those conditions were set by this court.
So once again, like I said, when it says that the court, all parties agreed, Mia J pretty much was forced. The state said, we doing this. This is the best way to get justice. This is what we doing. You heard what she said. Y'all can go check the credits. I just played it for you. But it didn't sound like she was that she approved of that low bond. She told you that they basically said, this is what we doing. This is what it is. So when they say both sides, that's the state saying this is what we doing. And this is the only way for us to get justice is by letting him out. We have to do this because this is the only way it's going to get justice. So how is this the only way to get justice if he's the mastermind? They're basically saying that, well, we know we said that he solicited the murder for young Dolph, but the new information we got, we're basically saying that that's not true. Somebody else did this, and they have to get that person in order for this dude to be free. This is why they need more time, because the guy who they were saying was the person, Big Jook, he's out of here. He's gone. So who's else? Who else can you got it? So if you're going up the ladder, if I'm the mastermind and I got information that, well, he's not the mastermind, that means there's somebody else up there that's the mastermind. And why is he not in jail? It's because they have to catch them. This is why they're disclosing that this dude is a rat. But if you ever been to jail, you know there's no way that he should be out on jail. Now listen to what the judge finna say. The judge is basically saying in so many words, listen, dude, we're trying to protect you. You're not even supposed to basically be out. Now, your lawyer, whatever your lawyer did, they worked and did this and that, but you're not supposed to be out. It's what he's telling them. You're a rat. People want you. Man, family, listen to this, man. This is finna blow y'all mind. Listen to this.
The conditions that all parties agreed to, and I don't see any reason at all why this court should relax those conditions and tell Mr. Govan We're going to let you go back to being a fully fledged person with no restrictions at all.
But he was sick though. The DA said we're going to let him out because sick, medical around, but he's trying to live like a normal citizen, going on with everyday life. He don't care nothing about none of that stuff. So this is how you know fixing progress.
Go to work when you want to, go shopping when you want to, leave the county when you want to, go to other places when you want to. Let's go back to all those restrictions for a reason. And part of those reasons is for your own safety. You are probably aware that Nelson Shelby County, Tennessee is the first most violent metropolitan area in the country. This case has generated a substantial amount of publicity. And if you're running around free in Shelby County to go back and knock on wood, somebody might be trying to kill you, sir.
But listen though, but family, once again, why would they let him out if they're concerned about the publicity, but he's sitting down and he's doing interviews? They don't care that damn much about the publicity. All this stuff with straight drop lawyer. Oh, we need to change because of publicity, but yet the mastermind, the one that the DA said solicited the hit, ordered the hit, which is fed. It should be in federal. For some reason, they want to keep it in Shelby County. You know what I'm saying? And this guy done violated and broke his bond conditions on numerous occasions, and they just would not lock him up for some particular reason.
So it is not in your best interest to just take away all these conditions and let me just do what I want to, go where I want to. And there have been some instances where you were allowed apparently to take a couple of trips. That can't happen.
Listen.
Because of the conditions of this bond, that this court sets this bond, and you can't deviate from those conditions unless this court tells you to do so. I'm told by Ms. Taylor that she's having some difficulties in supervising the bond because she had a couple of trips that were approved that was not approved by the court, were not discussed with the court, were not discussed with Mr. Handel, and that's a violation of your bond, Mr. Govanz. I don't know who gave you permission to take those trips to Shelby County, but unless you hear from
family, this is why they removed him off of the case. Who the hell gave you? Who the hell went over the courts, went over the judge, and allowed you to go out and make these moves, and it didn't come through us? Who approved that? That means that there's somebody greater that's operating in this situation that's got more juice than a judge. And this is why they say, well, he removed himself. He's telling them. The judge wasn't supposed to say that, family. This is why they removed him. Okay? This is why Judge Coffey got removed. He exposed that there's somebody whose hand is involved in this that's more powerful than the judge. Did y'all hear what he said? I don't know who approved that. Meaning that somebody went around the judge and they had enough power to have this man step down. So when Mia J said, I thought he was the judge for this particular case. But he's addressing Hernandez. And see, this is what happened, right? I'm gonna tell you what happened, family. This guy right here, he knows that Hernandez Govan is working for the state, and he's trying to protect him. But Hernandez Govan don't give a damn. He like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because whoever he's working with is more powerful than a judge. Did y'all hear what he said? Meaning that this dude took some trips, and the court had nothing to do with it because he did not approve it. So who in the hell approved him to go on these trips, and what were they doing? This is how you know that this guy is working with them people. See, who gave him permission? The courts didn't give it to him. The probation didn't give it to him. So who else is left to give him permission to go do this? That's going to go over the judge and allow them to do that. The government is the only person. The government is the only person. Family, listen, let me bag this up. Y'all missed this. Bag this up for y'all.
And you can't deviate from those conditions.
Listen what he's telling them.
Let me just do what I want to, go where.
Listen what he's telling them.
And if you're running around free in Shelby County to go back and knock on wood, somebody might be trying to kill you, sir. So it is not in your best interest to just Coffee, take away all these conditions and let me just do what I want to, go where I want to. And there have been some instances where you were allowed apparently to take a couple of trips. That can't happen anymore.
Listen.
Because of the conditions of this bond, that this court set this bond, and you can't deviate from those conditions unless this court tells you to do so. I'm told by Ms. Taylor that she's having some difficulties in supervising the bond because she had a couple of trips that were approved and was not approved by the court, were not discussed with the court, were not discussed with the Durham. And that's a violation of your bond, Mr. Govan. So I don't know who gave you permission to take those trips to leave Shelby County. But unless you hear from Judge Coffey, don't say anything else. Unless you hear from Judge Coffey and
family, do y'all understand? Do y'all understand now? The fix is in. Who gave Hernandez Govan, approved him to go out on these trips that he's going out on? The court didn't approve it. Now he's reprimanding Hernandez Govan for violating the probation. I mean the bond conditions, and he gets removed from the case. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, family, at the end of the day, man, as I'm telling y'all, the fix is in. Now, I want you guys to listen to this, right? Check this out right here, right? This is why it don't matter if they move the case, go get an outside jury or whatever the case it may be. It doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because I want you guys to listen to this, right? Check this out. Check this out right here. Now, you guys may have to go and let me see something real quick. So you guys may have to go to this particular video and listen to it because the audio is low, but I'm still going to play it. Now, what we're getting ready to listen to is the judge. They're getting ready to where Jamarcus Johnson, the brother of Straight Drop, is getting ready to plead guilty in court. Now, the prosecutor is getting ready to ask him some questions, right, in regards to this guilty plea bargain. I want you guys to listen very closely to what he said, okay? And this is why the news is hitting my channel, because they know that this is stuff they probably should have kept out of there because it's exposing the corruption that's going on in the case. Now, listen to what the questions that this prosecutor is getting ready to ask Jamarcus Johnson, okay?
In your case, will go back to the same status as it was before this information was filed. You understand that, sir? Any questions, sir? Mr. Hagerman, you may proceed, sir.
Mr. Justin, we have talked before, is that correct? Yes, sir. And when we talked, you told me about that.
And I know it's low, family. You may have to go to the video because of the audio. So if it sound kind of low, it's just because when they uploaded it, it's real low. So just listen to what he's saying here. He's asking him some questions.
You told me about meeting with your half-brother Justin about a week or so after the murder of Adolph Floyd Jr. Is that right? You told me at that time that he gave you a car. Is that right? You told me at that time he also gave you his cellular telephone. Is that correct?
Okay, now family, now mind you, let's slow this thing down a little bit. So he's asking him a couple questions. He's saying that because what they're saying is that he came in on the scene after the fact, which is a lie, okay? Because he tells us that Jamarcus Johnson got a phone and a car from Straight Drop a week after this hit happened. So they killed Dolph. Now, mind you, they looking for the people that's involved in the murder. Straight Drop is still moving to and fro throughout the city of Memphis, right? From what the brother is saying. He said he gave him a phone and he gave him a car. Now, what the hell was the car for? What is the car for? How did he give him a telephone and he gave him a car? What was the car for? Okay? Because if Shondell Barnett is the one helping him elude the police and do this and that, why did he give his brother Jamarcus Johnson a car for? What is the car for? Okay, but now listen to what he's saying. Let's keep it mobbing, right? But I need you guys to pay attention to detail. So phone and car after a week later, after he killed Dolph.
Did you tell me that afterwards you used that cellular telephone at his request? Yes, sir. Could you describe to me a scenario in which you would place one phone up to another while Justin was on another phone for the benefit of his parole or probation officer? You told me about the times that he did that. Is that correct? You also described times not just with the probation parole officer, but also with an individual known to be a C.
Listen.
Is that correct? You now know that individual will be very special. Is that right?
Stop right there. So he asked him a question, right? He said, so this is what he just asked straight drop brother. He said, so tell me about another incident where you would hold the phone up. And he said in regards, and he's speaking about Cornelius Smith. He said, C, who you now know to be who? Cornelius. Let's walk it down. Let's bag it up, right? He said what?
Yes, sir. And when we talked, you told me about meeting with your half-brother Justin. He's your half-brother, is that right? Yes, sir. You told me about meeting with your half-brother Justin about a. You told me about the times that he did that. Is that correct? You also described times not just with.
Now listen right here. Listen.
But also with an individual known to be a C.
See?
Is that correct? You now know that individual will be very special. Is that right?
So he said right there. So you now know that guy to be Cornelius Smith, meaning that this guy right here, Jamarcus Johnson, he's not going to be able to pick this guy, Cornelius Smith, up out of a lineup. Pay attention. The guy that you knew was known as C. You have now come to know that this guy is Cornelius Smith, meaning that he don't know Cornelius Smith. He's not going to be able to point him out the lineup when they go to trial. Okay? So listen to this, right? Listen to this, family. Listen. Just listen to the fix. The fix is in. He don't know Cornelius Smith. Okay? He's just now found out who Cornelius Smith is. Listen to this, family. Listen.
While Justin was on another phone for the benefit of his parole or probation officer.
He was called to get somebody's number, and I would put my phone down on the bed, and I put somebody else's phone like that.
And you told me about the times that he did that. Is that correct? You also described times not just with the probation and parole officer, but also with an individual known to be a C. Is that correct? You now know that individual will be Cornelius.
You now know that guy to be Cornelius Smith.
You described to me.
Now listen to this, family. Listen.
And it were text messages with this individual C. Is that correct? Some of these text messages, some of what you witnessed, was conversation with regard to money that Justin would be getting into C. Is that correct? That's good money. Is that correct?
Now listen how he reworded that. Now let me back that up.
These text messages, some of what you witnessed, was conversation with regard to money that Justin would be getting into C. Is that correct? That's good money. Is that correct? And that somebody else was referred to as mom. Is that correct? Okay, so this would be money that C asked for from Justin, and Justin was going to give it from mom.
Now let's stop right there. Stop right there. So what you guys got to understand, family, is what he just said. He said that he witnessed the phone. First off, he said basically what he's saying is, I really don't know Cornelius Smith. I don't know him. I can't identify him if we got to go to trial. All I know that there was conversation that was going on by a guy that I now know to be Cornelius Smith, meaning that previously he didn't know who that was. So he can't pick Cornelius Smith out because he don't know him. So the question we got to ask ourselves is, who's identifying Cornelius Smith on the scene? Who's identified him? It wasn't straight drop. Cornelius Smith ain't told on himself. So now you got Hernandez Govan, which he came after. So who identified him? Just because it was a fingerprint found in the car, this mean that he was on the scene and he killed Dolph? It don't work like that. You need evidence for somebody to say, this is the person, this is what it is. So who's identifying them? Family, the fix is in. Now, the thing I want you guys to pay attention to is he said that Cornelius Smith basically called Justin Johnson for the money. And Justin Johnson pretty much called Unc, is what they're saying. Now, the whole problem with this whole ordeal with Unc, who is Unc? Is it Hernandez Govan or is it Big Joe? Well, if this guy has pled guilty to his role, and this is why I'm telling you, this is why this whole shit with Justin Johnson, the judge approving them for this outside jury, your brother has already told you that he's going to what? That he's going to pick him out in the lineup. Listen to this, fam. This is in real time. This is part of he already pled guilty, right? This is part of his stipulations of pleading guilty. Listen what he's saying. Listen.
You turn this phone over, and in it were a text message.
Listen.
Okay, and that somebody else was referred to as Unc, is that correct? Okay, so this would be money that C asked for from Justin that Justin was going to get from Unc. Is that correct? You described all that to me. You also looked at some photographs that included one of your half-brother in a particular outfit. You identified Justin Johnson, your half-brother, in the photograph.
So right here, family, let's stop right there. So what he's saying is, it didn't say that he identified Cornelius Smith. It said that he identified Justin Johnson. So if he's one of the witnesses that's identifying Justin Johnson, then what's stopping him when the trial comes to throw the trial? What the hell is 6 years? It's my brother. Hell yeah, I go do 6 years. 4, 5, whatever, I'll be out, you know what I'm saying? Versus him going to do life. I mean, like, let's make it make sense. He didn't say he can point out him and Cornelius Smith. What he's saying is, I can point out my brother and say that he's there on the scene. So if the brother done pled guilty and can prove that he's on the scene, he's already pled guilty, what is the need of an outside jury for? What's the need? The brother done already pled guilty in the same court that he got to go through this trial, whatever the case may be. And the brother has already said on live on TV that he can point him out. I mean, we know it's a high profile case, but the fact of the matter is that the brother has already said, I can point him out. So what is the whole need of a new jury if the brother is saying, this is my brother, he's there, he's on the scene? They're just buying time, family, because they need to put people in these different places where they know, you know what I'm saying? People need to be there. So at the end of the day, the fix is in, fam. I just gave it to y'all. This dude, Hernandez Govan, has violated his probation, his bond conditions twice. The judge is saying, who gave you permission to go do this? The court didn't tell you to go do that. So that means that something greater. You think that this Negro just gonna go out here and just violate all this stuff, the probation and what the courts said? The woman said we can't even supervise this dude because he's going out and he's doing all this stuff. When you're working with the police, you gotta be out. You can't just be in the house. You gotta be out moving around behind them tents. And yeah, that's wooty woo. That's wooty woo. Wooty wooty woo. This is how it works. So tomorrow, we getting ready to start on Hernandez Govan because he did this interview. Boy, wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna cook them for breakfast tomorrow. So make sure that you guys are here bright and early. But the bottom line is, family, I just gave it to you. The reason the judge granted this motion is to buy the state more time because they're not ready to go to trial right now. They're not. Hernandez Govan has not delivered. This guy right here, Jamarcus Johnson, that just pled guilty already, he's already acknowledged. Because remember, they said that the murder of Dolph was solicited, that Hernandez Govan solicited. And that prosecutor made sure to box Jamarcus Johnson in on that stand to make sure that he said that straight drop basically got the money from this Unc. So whoever this Unc is, it's only one of two people. It's either, well, I'm not going to say it's one or two people, but I'm saying from the people that we have heard. We heard that Jook put the money up, right? We heard Jook put the money up, right? Okay. And from what they're saying that Hernandez Govan is the mastermind, they're basically saying that he basically got the money or whatever the case may be. But whoever got this money, whoever this unk is, why ain't he locked up? If it's Big Jook, why ain't Big Jook locked up? And even when you think about it, that plea that he put in was way before Big Jook lost his life. So why was not this unk locked up or even arrested? We have not heard anything about somebody that's being arrested, known as unk, that supposedly put this money up. According to the DA, they're saying that it was Hernandez Govan that solicited the murder. I played that for you. So if the prosecutor, the district attorney, is saying that he's the one that did it, then who else is left? Who else is left that we need to be getting? Because if there's somebody else that's left, he's not the mastermind. He's not the mastermind. If whoever Unk is, it has to be Hernandez Govan. Because if it's not, why ain't they locked up when this dude is getting ready to plead guilty? This dude getting ready to go to trial, and Unk is still not locked up yet. Okay, and it makes sense why they wouldn't say the name, because this is the state's whole objective. Their thing is, oh well, once we find the person, then we can say, well, this was the person that really ordered the hit. This guy right here was just a pawn in it. I mean, you got to make it make sense. The man is out on bond for these charges, so they're not saying that he don't have any involvement. Then he's involved in the case. You know what I'm saying? They're just saying, well, we came into some new information. What new information? They're lying, man. You know what I'm saying? And now that Big Jook is gone, they're going to have problems. You know what I'm saying? Convicting these guys. I don't see any real hard evidence outside of the people saying straight drop did this, straight drop. Who's really going to identify a straight drop on there? I don't believe his brother is even going to show up to trial to do that. If it go to trial. If it goes to trial, I don't believe that the brother is going to show up and point him out of a lineup and say, this is my brother, this is him. I just don't have the brother doing that. So who else is going to point him out and say, well, that's straight drop and I know him and woo, 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 just from looking at the pictures? It's going to be hard. And who was identifying Cornelius Smith? They still have not told us how Cornelius Smith is the first person locked up on this case. They never listen. They wait till after they catch straight drop to say, well, we got Cornelius Smith and we got, but Cornelius Smith is the first one locked up. Remember, he was locked up December 9th. And they said the reason they called him is because his fingerprint was in that car, the Benz. Then they went cross, then they try to say, well, it was locally. Even though it's locally, it's still cross state lines. So how the hell did you get across state lines in the Mississippi to get this guy? For just a grand theft auto at this time. It's just a grand theft auto. He wasn't charged with murder. They don't even know who the hell Cornelius Smith is at this time. But they claim that his fingerprint was in the car. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any sense. Okay? Because at that time it's just theft. They just killed young Dolph, so they say. The man ain't got the money to bond out on a theft charge, a grand theft auto charge. I'm just saying. So, family, the bottom line is that the government is in on what's going on in this case, okay? And I know a lot of people are going to come in late to see this video, but as I tell y'all, as always, the disclaimer is down in the description box. Everything that I spoke in this video today is for entertainment purposes. Everything is allegedly, okay, and it's just strictly for entertainment purposes, okay? I don't know any of this stuff to be true. It's just for entertainment purposes, okay? So I know a lot of people are just going to come watch a few minutes of the video. Where your disclaimer at with it? Well, it's down in the description box, and then it's also at the end of the video too. So at the end of the day, family, I just gave it to you. The fix is in. There's no way that this guy Hernandez Govan should be out on bond. He's violated the bond condition. The judge is telling you, who the hell gave you permission to go out and do all this shit you're doing? I didn't give it to you. So that means somebody greater than the judge is doing this. You see what I'm saying? Because the probation probably was like, well, you was out this and that. Well, so this is why he's saying, I don't know who approved this. The probation department didn't approve it. I didn't approve it. I don't know who approved it. Okay? So at the end of the day, man, they're lying, man. Oh, I forgot. Real quick before I close up, I gotta go through the comment section. I always do that before I close and show the subscribers some love. So I do apologize. Capri says, "Good morning. I'm a new subscriber from DC and watching a few video. Man, that's what's up. Shout out to Capri. Appreciate you checking in to the show." Uh, yeah, man. Make sure y'all hitting them likes and stuff, man. Straight up, man. Yeah, I gotta find out why this audio is echoing, man. I think it's this. I think it's the software, this company that I'm using. You know what I'm saying, man? Shout out to Dolph. You man, y'all drop them Dolphins down there in the comment section, man. We rocking with Dolph, man. Straight like that. Tiana said, "What's supposed to be wrong with Govier and his health conditions? Nothing. You heard what the judge said. You want everything restored back to you like you a regular citizen. You this, you that. Man, it's crazy, man. Straight like Boss Queen said, man, ain't number clowns in there, man. They full of trash, man. Right. Like listen, once again, Govan been violating this stuff since the beginning, and they just would not arrest him and bring him back in for nothing in the world. But yet he's the mastermind. He's leadership. It's crazy. Tiana says Gotti must be paying everybody. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Tapping in, man. Man, y'all better be here tomorrow. See, a lot of people watched that interview with Hernandez Govan yesterday, and they like, well, he didn't really. That nigga said a whole lot yesterday. Now, y'all make sure y'all here tomorrow. We gonna cook him for breakfast live tomorrow. Okay, boy, you shouldn't have did that because you actually spoke on something that I was actually doing some research on. Okay, but you just kind of sped everything up. So we're gonna tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right here, MKB says, "Thank you, brother. This is a fix. I'm part of the Dolph situation, and it all makes sense." Exactly. The court's just trying to buy time. They don't. They know that they're not ready after the death of Big Juke. They know they're not ready to go to trial. Why you think soon as that happened, everything is being shuffled around and all of this stuff is moving? Also, this jury is not just for straight drop. It's also for Cornelius Smith too. Y'all got to remember that. Okay, it's for both of them. And let me. I thought I had that pulled up. I guess I didn't. But oh, I do got that pulled up. Let me see. And just so you guys can see this, because people were saying that Cornelius Smith is going to trial by himself. No, he's not. Listen, you see what this says right here? Listen, a jury will be brought to Memphis from outside of Shelby County for the June 3rd trial of Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith Jr. So they both are going to utilize this same jury. So it's not just straight drop. See what y'all got to remember, they always put straight drop face on the ticket. This is how they sell the ticket. They always put his face on there, but Cornelius Smith is with him on that. So both of them are getting outside juries. Okay. Now think about this, family. This is how you know that the fix is in. So Justin Johnson fired his lawyer, which was a good attorney for the case, and got another lawyer. Hernandez Govan also fired his attorney, went and got Dirk and them lawyer from Atlanta. You got a different judge and you got a different jury that's coming in. What's next, man? What's next? I mean, what are they going to change next? I mean, y'all done did everything in this case that y'all could possibly do. What is there left to do? What's next? Y'all done bought all this time because they're not ready to go to trial. They gotta listen, that third shooter, they got to put him somewhere. They got to say, well, this is the person, but he's dead now. You know, now somebody did bring up that since Hernandez Govan been out, bodies were dropping. So once again, when you think about the Teasy situation, who knew that Teasy was going to be at his baby mama crib? Who knew all of this stuff? You know what I'm saying? These are things that we have to talk about. See, family, I gave it to y'all when Big Jit got killed. I told y'all what happened with the Hernandez Govan. Okay. And I ain't done with Govan. Tomorrow gonna be epic. See, they think they be slick and they think they got all the sense in the world, but y'all wait till tomorrow. Y'all wait till tomorrow, man. Y'all wait till tomorrow. What happened to Devin Burns? Tiance says Govan straight drop, Big Jit, Teasy, Devin Burns, etc. Yeah, so what happened to Devin Burns? Now, people were saying that this was the guy that got out that got killed also. Y'all send me that. Send me the article. Send me that, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the people that's already been sending me stuff that's been breaking bread. You know what I'm saying? Devin Burns, somebody said that he got out. He was one of the persons that got killed. Send me the article if you guys got that. Unbiased Eye says you need to do a video on Big Wop. I gotta look him up. It's been said Govan cleared the cookie folks. I don't know, man. Mimi says what time tomorrow? It's gonna probably be around the same time in the morning. I don't know, around the same time between 9 and 10 o'clock. We'll do this. But the bottom line, family, just to keep y'all on point, so tomorrow we stay on track with what's going on. So Jamarcus Johnson, the last person that got picked up in this case after Hernandez Govan. I'm under the impression that Hernandez Govan told on Jamarcus Johnson, because if Cornelius Smith or Justin Johnson told on Jamarcus Johnson, he would have been locked up a long time ago. You see what I'm saying? Remember, he's the one that's working this phone. So how they don't track the phone back to Justin Johnson and know that the phone is with not Justin Johnson's, but with Jamarcus Johnson blows my mind. How do you not track that phone? Because y'all already looking for straight drop. So ain't you going through his phone? They even say it, and I'm gonna find that he was already on the run. He had cases pending, this and that. So how could he have cases pending, but yet he's still calling and talking to the probation department? Listen, family, I'm telling y'all, I'm finna bust all this stuff up. The lies, Hernandez Govan was locked up. Go watch the video yesterday that he did with Stan G when he asked him. Because I'm the one that told y'all that he was on the scene. So when he said, oh, well, people are saying you were on the scene, this and that, woo, 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 they know where that's coming from. That's coming from Big Light. And did y'all notice? He did not say, well, I can't speak on that. It's an open case. He just started laughing. He, ha, ha. Am I LeBron James? Am I this and that? Okay. It's funny now, but wait till I get on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm the reason why he's doing that, and I'm gonna prove that tomorrow. Okay. So anyway, this is why they approved it. The state need more time because they need to put these people in their different places. If this guy's the mastermind, what they waiting on, and why is he waiting for them to be sentenced before he gets sentenced? He's snitching. He's working with the state. It's simple as that. So with that being said, y'all be safe out there and enjoy y'all Monday. And I'm signing off here on Israelite Talk TV. Shalom.